Whether it's a product for home or business, farm or factory, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
We would have to hit a dog strike at this time when everything was going nice. Seems quiet enough now, don't it?
Aye, too quiet.
4 piers were closed tonight. You're lucky.
And if you ask me, don't press it. Cut off and go.
What starts him off? What's it about?
We'd like to know that ourselves. Ask the question, see what you get. Maybe a shrug. Maybe the bloke just looks at you sort of scared like, then ducks away quick like a snake.
Unhealthy, that's what it is.
Mr. Slaughter! Mr. Slaughter!
Aye?
That's the lot. We're battening down.
Aye, the fair time it's taken you.
Ship's ready and so am I.
This bleeding fog is as thick as a mare's tail.
I wish we was clear of it.
Wish and wish again. We won't float the ship in a wishing well.
We're looking to sail at all, I'm thinking.
None of the other ships is. The Butterfly's got a fire in her hold.
Is that so?
Someone tried to scuttle the sea off.
Look, there's someone coming up the gangplank.
Where?
There. At least I thought so.
This fog's playing tricks on you. You're seeing ghosts, Mr. Angle.
You shouldn't ought to talk like that, but I ain't lucky.
Superstitious, Mr. Angle?
Well, maybe I am and maybe I ain't.
I could tell you something else to make you tremble. I saw a rat dive overboard this evening.
So help me you didn't.
It was a fat, hairy one with a long tail.
You're joking.
Jump overboard and see if you can find her.
We're joking about a thing like that. It's an wholesome and unholy. You're a seafaring man yourself.
Well, gentlemen, are we ready to sail?
Aye, aye, Captain.
All hands on board?
Aye, aye, sir.
Good, then let's clear.
I'll check the hatches, sir.
What are you doing with that gun, Mr. Slaughter?
It's so healthy down there on that dock, sir. Matter of self-protection.
Unrest was never quieted with a bullet. Give it to me, please.
Aye, sir.
You are engineer, Mr. Slaughter. That is the extent and limit of your duties.
As you say, sir.
See that we have steam up. We sail in 10 minutes.
Aye, sir.
Captain English! Captain English!
Who is it? Captain English?
Yes?
Have I the honor of addressing Captain English of the Roundabout?
I am Captain English.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Reverend Dr. Walks, a Dutch missionary bound for Bali.
What can I do for you, sir?
Your hand, sir. Fate has brought us together. I had thought it impossible, but fate thought otherwise. And whom fate has joined together, let no man put us under.
Oh, sounds like the marriage service.
A first meeting is a marriage.
Or a divorce.
You have not seen before what men call my face, I take it.
No.
So much the better. We can begin where God left off.
Aye, Captain. We're ready to cast off.
Presently, Mr. Wrangle. What can I do for you, sir? As you see, we're about to sail.
I'm told, Captain, that your boat puts in at Welelong, the port of Bali. Is that correct?
It is. But you've been misinformed, sir. My ship is a trading steamer with no accommodation for passengers.
A bagatelle, sir. I shall wash in a bucket and sleep in a lifeboat.
We can't spare the bucket or the lifeboat.
And I shall neither wash nor sleep. God's work be done.
There are other boats.
Not sailing tonight.
There will be tomorrow.
Not bound for Bali. And if this unrest continues, the port will soon be closed.
I am sorry, sir. I'm afraid you must get ashore. Good night, sir.
Name your price. Name your price. $200 American, 400, whatever it is, I'll double it.
I am not in the habit of accepting bribes.
No, nor was this intended as such. Merely a token of gratitude for your indulgence.
I don't understand you.
This is not a pleasure trip, Captain. It is a mission. There are souls to be saved. Surely a man of your integrity must recognize the responsibility of carrying the word of God.
Let me see your papers.
Of course.
Steam's up, sir. We're ready below.
Thank you, Mr. Slaughter.
You are engineer, I gather. I'm delighted to meet you.
Huh?
We are to be shipmates. I trust.
These papers seem to be in order, sir. The photograph is you.
My shadow in the sun. Yet a man must hold his shadow or lose the earth that falls upon.
For a Dutchman, you have singularly little accent.
God speaks in many tongues.
As a matter of principle, I cannot take you without consulting the port authority.
It's rather late for that, sir. It's close to midnight.
Exactly. And why, Mr. Walks, have you waited until the last minute?
I have a great work to do, Captain. I do not consider the hours of the day.
There's trouble on the dock, sir. I advise we cast off as soon as possible.
In a moment, Mr. Wrangle.
Well, Captain, we have very little time. We must decide.
It would be highly irregular accepting at the last moment without investigation. A stranger.
A stranger, a minister of salvation to those in need. Well, Captain English. Well, Captain. Well.
I'll take you.
The meeting is a marriage.
Where's your luggage, sir?
On the dock, 2 packing cases full of Bibles.
Mr. Slaughter, see to the luggage.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Wrangle, stand by to cast off.
Aye, sir.
The sooner we sail, the better, out of this fog.
Look at him, sir. Look. The way he stands there. Every day for 3 weeks, like a blinking figurine.
As a passenger, he's free to stand where he chooses.
It ain't wholesome, sir. Always to have him ahead of us wherever we goes. Mind, I don't hold nothing agin the cloth, sir. but I've never seen a minister like him.
Captain,
Yeah, what is it?
cook say chow almost ready.
Has Mr. Slaughter eaten?
How I know?
Well, go and find out.
Crew's getting worse every day, Captain. I found one of them in the lifeboat last night, drunk.
Drunk? Where did he get it from?
He wouldn't say. I tell you, Captain, I don't like it. Do you know what he's been saying to the Kanaka boys in Hawaiian?
Do you, Mr. Angle?
That's just it. And what he's been saying to the cook in Chinese?
I should advise you to study those languages before condemning Mr. Walks for what he says in them.
But, Captain, sir, can't you see? The crew treats him like a king. It's as though he was trying to take over
That's
the ship.
enough, Mr. Angle. You have no proof. I want to hear no more about it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Gully, Ollie fix?
Brace on.
Not much time. Mrs. Slaughter want to lunch on time. Miss Walk, napkin 30. Fetchy clean one.
No more clean. Captain's napkin not dirty. Maybe change.
Should change. Go. Go. Quick. King.
Well, Chu, what culinary miracle are you preparing for me today?
My cook, I pack very extra special. Take a long time fix a special dish.
This is our last day together, Chu.
Very sorry. Say goodbye, Missy Walk.
How long have we before we arrive at Bali?
The ship to 4 o'clock.
That's soon. I do not wish it to be that soon.
No can change now.
God can change what he wills.
You speak to God?
Sometimes.
You great man.
Sometimes he speaks to me. Just last night he appeared to me. He wore a great robe embroidered with golden dragons, and he hid his awful face behind his sleeve. But I could see his nails, and they were long as lightning.
That was God.
And then he spoke to me and disclosed his inscrutable design. And when I cried, "How shall this be done?" he answered me, "Chu."
Chu? What God want of Chu?
It is his wish that this ship should arrive in Bali by night. If not, it will be thrown on the rocks and destroyed.
But Chu no can stop his ship.
Perhaps you can. It's your job to make 3 officers eat together today.
God eat in ship. One watch his ship while other have a lunch.
God will watch the ship at lunch today. Can I rely on you?
God and Chu taking care of it.
Oh, Mr. Slaughter.
Well, sir. Ready for lunch?
Lunch not ready.
Not ready. What have you been doing all morning? I have to relieve the captain in a few minutes. Well, don't stand there like a blinking idol. Get on with the bleeding chow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll go up on the bridge and tell the others that lunch will be late.
Mr. Slaughter, you know, it struck me. The others take advantage of you. Just because you hold lower rank.
What do you expect?
You've a good mind for all your rough talk. I've observed you all these weeks. Yes, it's an obvious injustice. If anyone should be second officer on this ship, I'd say it should be you.
You think so, huh?
I do.
Ah,
Captain.
good day, gentlemen.
Mr. Wrangle.
Well, Mr. Slaughter, finished your chow?
Finished? I haven't even started.
Oh, you're due on the bridge, Mr. Slaughter.
It's that cookie's late with the chow.
I believe I can explain that. This being my last day aboard ship, Chu prepared for me a very special concoction. Naturally, it took a long time.
Desire time has gone into your dish.
More than that, Mr. Wrangle, genuine affection has gone into it.
Perhaps so, sir, but routine must be observed. See if lunch is ready, Mr. Wrangle.
You do understand, Mr. English. It would be most embarrassing for me if Chu were blamed.
I say you, what about it?
Lunch come very soon.
Please, Captain, be lenient with him.
But you, Mr. Walks has asked that I overlook this delay.
Thank you, Missy Walk. Thank you.
Well, this is as it should be on our last day, all 4 together.
Well, who's going to watch the ship?
I left one of the Kanaka boys at the wheel.
Calm sea, clear day. Surely he can handle the ship for half an hour, Captain. What do you say?
Well-
Our last meal, let's all enjoy it together.
Very well, gentlemen. Be seated.
But before we do, I have a surprise for you. If you'll excuse me, I'll go to my cabin and get it.
long are we going to wait?
No longer. Tell Chew to start.
Bring it in. The captain ain't going to wait any longer.
Very soon, very soon.
You won't serve no chow till his lord and master's ready.
Oh, he ain't no lord and master. There's something evil about him.
Oh, I don't know. He's smart. At least he gets what he wants, which is more than most of us.
I don't trust him. There's something about him that...
I'm sorry. Well, gentlemen, this being our farewell meal, I wanted to give it a touch, a crowning touch. Gin, gentlemen. Good. Holland gin.
Well, I'd be blowed.
God made the grain, and God made the berry, and God made the Dutch to make men merry. Now, a glass, Captain.
Thank you very much, sir, but if you don't mind.
Surely you're not a teetotaler.
I never drink while on duty.
Just one?
I'm sorry, but no.
Oh. Well then, Mr. Slaughter.
One's too little, two's too much. Not while I'm on duty.
So certainly you, Mr. Wrangler.
Well, I suppose. I'm on duty, too.
Well, gentlemen, I am not on duty. To Bali, the beautiful Isle of Bali.
Captain,
Yes, what is it?
listen.
I don't hear nothing.
Well, the engine stopped. Mr. Slaughter, report to the engine room. Mr. Wrangle?
Aye, sir.
And now I can take my time over this succulent dish.
All right, unlash the top wall.
Are you opening up the hatches, Mr. Slaughter?
Aye, aye, sir.
Good. I just had a signal from the shore. The police officers' patrol will be here in a few moments. We should be unloading within an hour. We've lost 10 hours already owing to that bloody sand in the engines.
Aye, aye, sir. What I wants to know is who did it and why.
Yeah, I should like to know that myself.
Captain English, I should like to speak with you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Walsh. I'm on my way to the bridge.
But I insist that you accept this as payment for your passage. $400.
That's double the usual fare.
I eat as much as two, weigh twice as much. I should pay twice the fare.
You do occupy more space than you fill.
For that reason, I shall need an entire lifeboat to myself in order to get ashore.
I don't see clearly what you mean.
A man must be blind in one eye in order to see clearly. Shut an eye, Captain.
I'm afraid that's impossible, sir.
What do you think I'm paying you for? I can't risk having my papers examined. Don't you understand?
I have no boat for you, Mr. Walks.
Must I swim for it?
I shouldn't advise it. Here comes the launch. Mr. Slaughter.
This is your last chance, Captain English. Yours as well as mine. Get me off this boat or suffer the consequences. I swear you'll ransack the corners of the globe, searching for this moment. Don't let it slip through your fingers. There's an eternity in it.
I don't believe you, and I wouldn't help you if I did.
Then on your head be it.
Order, officer, coming aboard, sir. Can you make it?
Yeah. Isn't easy. Isn't easy. More kind. That is your ladder. Oh, here we are.
Ah, Mynheer van Maxis. Welcome.
Oh, Captain English. Yeah, it's good to see you.
Pleasure, sir. Pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine, Captain.
Well, come inside. Out of this heat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Heavy cargo you're unloading this time?
Yes, indeed.
Have the papers ready?
Yeah, they're in here.
Good, thank you.
Well, come in. Yes, here are the papers. What about a little drink? Genuine Dutch gin.
No. Thank you, Captain. Yeah, we Dutch, we are not drinking much. We manufacture our sins mostly for export.
That reminds me, Mynheer. You'll find here on the papers there an item, 2 crates of Bibles.
Oh, Bible?
Yeah, they belong to a passenger.
Oh, carrying a passenger? Huh?
He's a missionary, Mynheer.
A missionary? To Bali? Oh, my good friend, Holland is not permitting any missionaries to enter Bali for 100 years.
But I had no idea. Of course, I would never have carried him if I'd known.
Gentlemen.
Well, here is our passenger. He can explain himself. This is Mr. Walks, Mynheer.
Oh. You. Yes. It is you. You. I know this man, Captain. Your passenger, your missionary. Last time he was a monk. I wake up in the morning, the birds sing. Why is no volcanic eruption warning me that you are coming?
My good sir, I am the eruption. My passport.
Yeah, but look here, one moment, my dear. I don't understand. What?
Ah, this is of course a forgery. Ah, but what a clever forgery. Oh, it should be framed.
If it's that good, I should like to have it returned to me for future use.
Such passports are accepted only in hell.
But who? What is this man?
He is not Dutch. He is not the missionary. He is not even his own name.
Well, is he a criminal?
Oh, no. A criminal believes in free enterprise, but this man is a dangerous revolutionary. He wants power at any price.
But who does he represent?
Oh, what difference whom he represents when all he wants is to impose himself. Oh, he must be looking out for this man, Captain. And now, you are hoping to make trouble here in Bali, yes? Yes. But we do not want you here.
You mean you're not going to let him land?
No, not him.
But where can I take him?
Yeah, Captain. That is your problem. You see, he has many names, but he has no country. And the Dutch East Indies are close to him.
I warned you, Captain. On your head be it.
Yeah, such a clever man. How is it possible you come here as a missionary? It was wrong, wasn't it?
I had no time for shopping. This was the only suit I could find that would fit me.
Oh, I see. They don't make clothes big enough to fit you, huh? Yeah. And no countries either, huh?
No.
Oh, I see. There goes the Reverend. Ah, and there goes Mr. Walks. So, and now, I must go. And you will stay aboard the ship?
Oh, gladly, mynheer. Gladly. Gladly.
Oh, no, but I mean, here, this is preposterous. There must be some place, someone who will take him.
Why not try the moon? Yes, Captain. He is your shadow now. Your evil shadow. They don't make islands big enough to fit this man. He is yours, Captain. He is all yours.
And for a long time to come, Captain. A long, long time.
Now that you've seen part one of A Passenger to Bali, let's turn to our Westinghouse program. All dressed up for staying at home. Say, it looks like Betty Finesse is giving a party.
Well, you can give a party anytime and supply your guests with 4 different kinds of top-flight entertainment if you have this glorious new Westinghouse console in your home. Isn't the mahogany cabinet lovely? It's 18th century styling that blends with any kind of furniture. Now, here's the first of the 4 ways that this wonderful Westinghouse console entertains you. Television. And here's the famous electronic magnifier, a Westinghouse exclusive. If you're watching a standard picture and you want a close-up, you just turn the electronic magnifier knob and right away you get a giant close-up. Now, another wonderful advantage of this set is this new Westinghouse black glass tube, which gives you more black and more white. A better, clearer, sharper picture, day or night. And there are 3 other kinds of entertainment right at your fingertips when you turn this one dial. For instance, you get wonderful static-free music when you turn it to FM. You get your favorite radio programs when you turn it to AM. And for your favorite records, there's a phonograph setting too. And it plays all of your favorite records, no matter what size and make they are. This automatic record player plays regular records, long-playing records, and 45 RPM records, and gives you a full hour of uninterrupted music.
Now let me interrupt to explain and remind you that this wonderful Westinghouse console gives you 4 ways to entertain in a single handsome cabinet. So compact it'll fit in anywhere. And there's real, honest Westinghouse quality and craftsmanship in it through and through. See this handsome Westinghouse entertainment unit at your dealers tomorrow. And now let's return to Westinghouse Studio One and a passenger to Bali.
Captain's orders. He said to get Mr. Walks' packing cases on deck. Customs inspection. You're in a bleeding sweat to see him go, aren't you?
Aren't you?
No, I'd not trust him out in me sight. But it's fun watching the way he works. He's fair got the captain spinning, he has. And if you ask me, he'll leave the ship when he wants to and not before.
Don't say that. It's unhealthy and unwholesome. I'll tell the captain the cases are ready.
I'll open them up while you're gone. Might be he's carrying a load of bombs. You can't never tell. Hand me a pinch for her, boy. There, you.
These papers seem to be in order, Captain. Now, if I could look over Monsieur Walk's luggage, I think we should be able to pass him ashore very quickly.
Are those packing cases out of the hold, Mr. Wrangle?
Mr. Slaughter is opening them now, sir.
Well, that should not have been done without my orders. They're personal property, Mr. Wrangle.
I should have ordered it at any rate, Captain. We will say I asked to have it done.
Oh, very well. Mr. Wrangle will show you where they are.
Thank you, Captain.
You agreed to remain below decks until your papers were cleared.
I was looking for you, Captain. I merely wanted to retrieve my passport.
Come inside, sir.
You must forgive me, Captain. I fear the temptation was too great. I knew those people had been standing there many hours waiting for one glimpse of me.
Yes, it was just such an incident I was anxious to avoid, sir.
Oh, a brief ovation gave me a feeling of tremendous elation. It's not often that a man becomes a legend during his lifetime.
You're not a legend, Mr. Walks. You're a nuisance. You've caused trouble wherever you've been.
Yes. And yet, Captain, I can't help wondering.
Captain English.
Isn't it more...
Where's this passenger of yours?
Here is Mr. Walks.
Those cases, I was told, were filled with Bibles.
You had no right to open them. They were my personal property.
Personal property indeed.
Well, what was in them?
Holland gin. Naught now but a few empty bottles.
That's where the bloody liquor's been spouting from. I might have known.
Far more serious is the contents of the other case, Captain. And they're in all languages. This one's English, huh? Read it.
Muck. That's what it is, muck.
This is incendiary cargo, Captain English. Saigon is closed to Monsieur Walk. Moreover, so long as he is aboard your ship, Saigon is closed to the roundabout.
You mean we can't land our cargo? We can't even take on coal?
That's precisely what I mean. Further, I will tell every major port in the East about the situation. Good day, sir.
But, Captain, sir, if every bloody port is closed to us, how can we ever land? How can we land our cargo?
I am your cargo, Mr. Wrangle.
We can't even take on coal. What do we do? Can we burn him?
Yes, I understand you better now, Mr. Walks. You believe in intoxicating the mind as well as the body. But rest assured of one thing. This rubbish will not be on this ship any longer. We'll pitch it overboard.
Now, wait. I thought you were a man of character, Captain English. I thought I could rely on your social conscience, your sense of justice.
I have heard enough, sir.
And indeed, so have I.
We shall sail at once, gentlemen. As soon as we reach the open sea, see that his cases are pitched overboard.
Aye, sir.
Here, read the crew. Vidal! The Portuguese! Vidal! The Portuguese!
We'll cast off at once.
Go on. Stand down! Stand down!
What do you suppose will happen when we get to Hong Kong? Do you think they let him land? Do ya?
I don't want to talk about it.
He's cursed this ship, that's what he has.
Superstition. Superstition.
Well, what do you call these last 2 months if it ain't no curse? Mikasa, Rambang, Kobo, Batavia, every bloody port close to us.
It's no laughing matter now, that I'll grant you. At first I liked this bloody Gore. But it's carrying a joke too far when he carries it on too long.
Nay.
Mr. Wrangle, take over the wheel. Keep her on the course.
Aye, aye, sir.
Are you giving us all the steam you can, Mr. Slaughter?
Aye, sir, but it's the last port we'll make. The bunker's down to scrapings now.
Well, we must have every bit of speed we can. By my reckoning, we only got a couple of hours.
Why, sir?
Storm, Mr. Slaughter. The barometer's been dropping for the last 2 hours.
Are you so certain they'll take me to Hong Kong, sir?
Ah, fortunately, I am more than certain. They have promised to send an armed guard to meet us in Hong Kong. Those foreigners may let us down, but not our own people.
Well, that makes me feel better. I'll go down and give the stokers a driving.
Are you packed, Mr. Walks?
No, not yet.
You haven't very long, you know. We shall be in Hong Kong in a few hours.
I shall be ready. I'm quite accustomed to making a quick getaway.
You will make no getaway this time, Mr. Walks. The police will be waiting for you.
I'm used to being in bondage, too. I've been your prisoner for many months now, Captain. Wherever you choose to take me, I must go.
Don't make me your accomplice.
Why have you never put me in chains, Captain? I've given you every cause.
I've often wanted to, and I would have. But I knew perfectly well that with you at one end of the chain, I should have been at the other.
Your intelligence delights me.
It defeats me. Glory in it, Mr. Walks. You turned me and my ship into a floating joke. What a triumph for you.
It is a joke. One which will be carried in banner headlines in the daily press.
You'll enjoy reading them.
No.
And so in time, shall I?
No, for there's more bitter fiction being written today in the minds of men than will ever reach the headlines of the daily press. It's an ugly age, Captain. Read man's past in water, read his future in sand. The present is mud.
You cannot flourish in peace, is that it?
Oh, I'm more accommodating than you think, Captain. I know how fragile these distinctions are. War is no more than the crisis of a fever called peace. Collectivism proclaims for its adherents the right to die in great numbers.
And individualism?
Individualism proclaims their right to die one by one. All the struggle to achieve what? A temporal misery, endless foreboding, death.
And do you consider yourself dedicated to life, Mr. Walks? To the enrichment of this temporal existence?
Is there any other existence?
That is a matter of faith.
You're a moralist, Captain. A Puritan. It's in your tradition. I am an advocate of indulgence. In fact, at this moment, I could wish to indulge in a congenial glass of warming spirits.
Well, as it may be your last chance.
My last chance? Perhaps. And yet, is it not ironic that you had your last chance many months ago at Bali and never even knew it? But I warned you then, and I warn you now.
Don't anticipate any difficulty with the authorities in Hong Kong, Mr. Walks. They will be waiting for you with open arms and open handcuffs.
Will they, do you think?
I am sure of it.
Well, assuming that you're right, that this is our last interview.
It is.
Surely then you can't refuse to join me in a drink. A last drink.
A last drink? Well, why not?
A toast, sir. We must have a toast.
What do you propose?
Well, if I propose it, will you make it?
That depends on what we drink to.
Shall we say ship?
Good enough. Mr. Walks, I give you the roundabout.
I accept. With thanks.
Lower! That's it. Keep it clear of the hull. Go away. So tell the captain that the British consul is coming aboard.
Aye, Phil.
All right, lower away. Keep it clear there. You want to break the man's knuckles? Easy, sir. Easy does it. Bring him aboard, you sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ah, Captain English?
Ah, good morning, Mr. Chisholm. I'm sorry to have got you up at dawn, but we were racing against the weather.
Yes, typhoon warnings have been coming in since yesterday afternoon.
Well, come inside, sir, out of this fog.
Thank you.
Are the harbour police with you?
No, I'm alone.
Oh, but I wired ahead from Batavia.
Shall we move inside, Captain? It's best for us to talk without a host of ears listening.
Yes, but I still don't understand why you've come alone.
Well, the port authorities suggested that I handle this affair in my own way. But their instructions are very explicit, I'm afraid.
Yes, but I still don't understand.
Well, my dear fellow, don't try. It's diplomacy. None but the stupid try to understand diplomacy.
Mr. Chisholm, this is a deadly serious matter.
An incredible man. An incredible situation.
Unendurable, sir.
Of course, you can't land him here. Well, the man's a typhoon, a carrier of violence.
But I was distinctly told that if I brought him here, the police would lay hold of him. I was told they were eager to lay hold of him.
They were. They aren't now.
Well, they can't change their minds now.
Yeah, the Anglo-Saxon can change his mind even when there's no necessity, Captain. In this case, it's the philosophy of the flea. If you have them, you hunt them. If you don't have them, you don't want them. Naturally, Mr. Walks will be arrested if he sets foot on shore, but he won't be given the opportunity. That will save everybody much embarrassment.
A man is on my ship and I can't get rid of him?
Quite true.
Well, they're turning him into a Flying Dutchman. I'll have no doomsday passenger aboard this ship.
I understand precisely how you feel, Captain. You have my complete sympathy. But you accepted this man aboard your ship in the first place.
That was a moment of human weakness. I have suffered enough.
He must remain aboard your ship. Your prisoner, Captain, not ours.
You don't understand, sir. We are his prisoners, not he ours.
Well, isn't that a rather fine distinction?
He must be got rid of.
I'm afraid this famous passenger of yours is a man without a country.
Yes, but I have a country, sir, and you represent it. Am I to sail him around the world all the rest of my days?
It looks that way,
Well,
doesn't
I
it?
had hoped that at least you, Mr. Chisholm, at least you might have some solution.
Your friend, Mr. Walks, relies upon force. Have you ever thought of meeting force with force?
Force?
Remember this, Captain. This man carries no passport. He is claimed by no country. He has no rights. No flag protects him. Legally, he doesn't exist. If he were suddenly to disappear, no questions would be asked. You follow me? Why not go for a walk with him some quiet night, around the deck? Talk to him. That's very important. Keep on talking until you come to the rail, and then...
That's murder.
I fail to see how you can murder a man who doesn't exist.
Yes, but he does exist. That's what you don't seem to realize. He is a man, a living man. I'm not an executioner.
I'm sorry you feel this way, Captain.
It would have settled everything for everybody.
I don't believe in false. It's a confession of defeat. I couldn't do it.
I shall anticipate a bit. I shall report that your passenger does not exist. I shall say that I found no one aboard your ship who remotely resembled Mr. Walk.
Gentlemen, excuse this intrusion, but this conference concerns me.
As I was saying, you're Mr. Walks. There is no such person.
What's that?
Your passenger does not exist.
Am I a ghost, sir?
Nevertheless, I shall take certain precautions. I shall report that you have plague aboard your ship, Captain.
Would you turn me into a disease, sir?
Your ship will be quarantined.
Shall I go around with the bells?
You will take your departure from this port
Unclean.
at your earliest opportunity. Good day, my dear. Goodbye.
Oh. Well, Captain, we are as we are.
No.
How so? This was your last chance to lose me.
No.
Has he suggested another country? One last port? Is there such a place, such a land anywhere on Earth?
Have no doubts. They will accept you there.
Will they? I should hardly have thought it possible. Even if I were to die, I doubt if you would lose me. No, you would probably carry me back and forth between heaven and hell for all eternity.
And now let's pause for a moment and look at our program again. A gal's best friend is her... Well, I guess we all know the answer to that one, or do we?
Maybe you men don't know the answer, but every gal in the audience who owns what I'm going to show you knows that it's just about her best friend in the whole house. Look, a Westinghouse refrigerator, especially this one, because no one but Westinghouse gives you all its advantages at such a low price. Isn't it beautiful? And it's so practical, too. Now, here is a real freeze chest. It freezes your food so much faster, and you can store more than 21 pounds of frozen foods safely at 0 temperature because of that amazing Westinghouse exclusive, Colder Cold. And here's a real big meat keeper to keep your fresh meats just right for days. And aren't these middle shelves roomy? Now, down here is the humid drawer, specially designed to keep your fruits and vegetables crisp and fresh. If you've ever tried spreading hard butter, you're going to love this butter keeper, because it keeps butter just right for perfect spreading always. Now, if you've been looking at refrigerators lately, you're going to be surprised at this. You get all the wonderful advantages of this truly deluxe refrigerator for only $234.95. Only Westinghouse gives you so much for so little.
And remember, at this bargain price, you get a truly deluxe refrigerator with all the quality the name Westinghouse stands for. So visit your Westinghouse dealer. Tell him you want to see the special Westinghouse refrigerator that Betty Furness showed you tonight. See it and buy it on his easy payment plan.
We return now to A Passenger from Bali.
Really bad. Big wind come. Typhoon. 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 Typhoon.
We're in for it, Mr. Wrangle. It'll hit any minute now.
Aye.
You know what we can do in the face of it. Last spoonful of coals just went in. Soon the boilers will be cooling. That's when we starts to wallow.
Why do you tell me such things? I don't want to hear them.
I got worse to tell you, Mr. Wrangle. There's a moanish thing I saw.
I shan't listen to you.
I tell you, some time past, I saw a rat dive overboard. It was a lie. It ain't a lie no more. They're diving out of the bilges and the bunkers now. Dozens of them. I seen them.
He's the one that does it. Walks. He's cursed the ship. Blimey. If that don't sound like someone dying.
Stow it.
Lost you, Mr. Slaughter. I hate the sight of you. You have a love for torturing me and tormenting me. Ah! Did you see them bloody rats going over the side? Did you see them?
Yes, what I did.
Go to the wheelhouse, Mr. Randall. Typhoon will hit any minute. Take the wheel yourself and don't let it out of your hands. Why are you not below tending your engines, Mr. Slaughter?
There's naught to tend. Coal's all gone.
I see.
Steam only left for an hour. And with a typhoon heading for us, what's our best course,
Our
Captain?
best course? I don't know. I can't think something's wrong with me.
Aye. It's got to all of us now.
Look out, she's going to hit. Down to the engine room. Give us what steam you can. We'll head her into the wind.
Dirty weather, eh, Captain?
What are you doing on deck, Mr. Walks?
Are you thinking of me?
What do you want?
I want to speak with you.
I don't want to talk to you.
But I insist. Let's take a turn around the deck, shall we? It's a dark night, but perhaps we won't notice it if we talk. Talk. Keep on talking. That's important, remember? Ah, prefer to stop. And here by the railing. An excellent place. Chance has guided us. The purest accent.
I must get back to the wheel. Randall's alone.
Tell me, Captain, why do you hate me? Give me one reason why.
I hated you from the first moment you stepped aboard this ship. It was partly because I hated you that I allowed you to stay. But you wouldn't understand that.
You hold me responsible for the undesired linking of our lives. But it was you, not I, who made the fatal decision. You're like the rest of the civilized world. In defense of a principle, you'd welcome your own doom.
Be loose.
But this civilization is rotting, Captain English, because its origin is in fear. A vacuum that nature abhors, like the center of this hurricane.
I must
For
go.
2,000 years, the strong have been sacrificed to the weak. And with what result? In order to imprison the strong, the weak have imprisoned themselves. That's why you abominate me, because I've destroyed your illusion of freedom. I've betrayed you to yourself. I know what your consul told you to do. Well, here we are at the railing.
Walks, let me go.
If our positions were reversed, you think I'd hesitate? English, get your arm behind you. You're defeated, Captain. You've lost this ship. It's mine. I'll never leave it. I'll never leave it.
Get away from there. I am
This ship. This is the last one. The final trick.
I forbid it. It has killed one man already.
Are you afraid for my life, Captain?
I forbid it.
Get out of here.
He's tamed it. Mr. Walks, get away from there. The wheel is mine.
You're too late, Captain.
What?
You're wheel. You've lost your ship. The rudder snapped. You've lost your ship.
All hands on deck, Mr. Slaughter. Well, who's ringing the ship's bell?
Oh, Jim's my mother. Jim's my life. Jim's my child. Jim's my wife.
Mothers and children first. Tommy, go to my cabin. There you'll find the ship's log and the section. Bring it here. Hurry, boy.
She's your ship no more, Captain English. She's my ship now. This vast boat, it is the whole world. The mountains are her masts. The nails of her hull are a pivot for the moon. The cables extend around the globe.
Ship is sinking, Mr. Walks. I have no time for you. Are those things stowed aboard there, too?
She's my ship!
Captain! Oh, have you got them? Good. Put those in the... I'll take this one off.
Rowboat ride, a rowboat ride. You'll have a long way to row with me aboard, Captain. Who'll pick up a Flying Dutchman? Row on, they say, row on. We don't want him here. We don't want him there. We don't want him anywhere. Row on.
I see that they don't overload, Mr. Slaughter.
See that they leave room for me. I'm a man that likes to stretch his legs.
Hurry up, boys. We can't do our motion. Stay afloat.
Doesn't seem excited like the rest of them. When the boat's ready, I'll get in. Not until then.
You're very sure of yourself, aren't you?
It's you I'm sure of. I'm sure of your charity, your mercy, your justice. Oh, give me a civilized man every time. You can bluff him, beat him, trick him, cheat him, buy and sell him.
Hold your tongue, sir. It would be justice to leave you behind.
Ah, but you won't. You'll take me with you. You wouldn't dare leave me.
Hey, that's there. Where do you think you're going with that?
Umbrella! Compton belongs to Walk.
Mr. Walks won't need them where he's going.
I insist.
All right, men, we're ready. Stand by to abandon ship. Stand by to abandon.
But Captain English, I insist on keeping my umbrella in my camp.
You may, Mr. Walks. Come along, men. Hurry up. No time for
Put my
dawdling.
property in the boat, sir. Well, off we go. Off we go.
One moment, Mr. Walks. Once before, we stood like this on the eve of a journey without an end.
And you accepted me?
That time I accepted you, not this. We're taking to the lifeboat without you. You've always wanted this ship. Well, she's yours. You will be captain of the roundabout. And I needn't remind you of a captain's duty to stay with his ship.
You'd leave me on a sinking ship?
She may float for a week or an hour. You'll be safe for enough for a while. And I wish you a pleasant journey wherever you're sailing. All right, come on, hurry up, men. No dawdling now.
No, wait. Don't listen to it, sir.
Yes?
I am evil, vile. I deserve to drown. But, Captain, have you no pity, no mercy?
Pity, mercy? Those words sound strange coming from you, Mr. Walks.
I don't ask to be excused. All I ask is to be forgiven.
Very well, I forgive you and forget you. Come along, men. Hurry up into the boat with you. Well, what's the matter with you? Do you want to drown? Are you coming? Or do you want to be left behind?
Of course they want you to leave them. They know it's safer to stay with me.
You ought to be congratulated, Mr. Walks. You will be captain of a death ship.
I doubt that, sir. These men are mine. So is this boat. It will not sink. They will not die.
Goodbye, Mr. Walks.
Don't forget, I'm your shadow. Your doomsday passenger.
Be careful, Mr. Walks.
This is doomsday. This is the day of judgment. But I'm the one who's blowing the last trumpet.
Mr. Walks, I warn you.
This is the end of your world, Captain, and the beginning of mine. You will stay on the roundabout. I will take the lifeboat.
You're a great gambler, Mr. Walks. It was true when you said that you were gambling for the world. But your stakes are too small for me. I'll gamble for heaven or nothing.
I'm afraid your dice are loaded.
Then, for the last time.
Are you deserting me? Colin! Shoo!
All right, Mr. Slaughter, lower away. A pity, Mr. Walks, it must end this way.
End? This is not the end. I'll sail this ship over the 7 seas.
My sextant, you'll be needing it, Mr. Walks.
Not I! I'll shoot the sun and the stars with more than a sextant before I die. Get along and whistle for the wind. We'll be meeting again soon enough. We'll meet again. We'll meet again.
Before we look at next week's Westinghouse program, here is something well worth remembering.
Come and get it. Welcome words anytime, but doubly welcome when you sit down to a snack bar like this, topped with gleaming, colorful micarta. That's the plastic made by Westinghouse with a sureness that means lifetime service and beauty. You've admired micarta in restaurants and soda fountains, their tables and counters so clean and inviting. Now Westinghouse brings this miracle plastic to the home. Moisture resistant, Westinghouse micarta defies staining by foods, hot grease, alcohol, and chemicals. Pound for pound, tougher than steel, micarta resists denting, scratching, chipping. Even nail polish can't stain or injure this Westinghouse wonder plastic. And cigarette-proof micarta is actually guaranteed against damage by lighted cigars or cigarettes. United States Plywood Corporation and U.S. Mengo Plywoods Incorporated are sole distributors of decorative micarta. Micarta comes in many colors, plain or patterned, satin finish or gloss. To discover how economically micarta can beautify your business or home, consult your architect, carpenter, or lumber dealer. For home or business, for farm or factory, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Other players in the cast of A Passenger to Bali were Kai D., Richard Morningstar, and Francisco G. Salvation. This is Paul Brinson saying goodnight for Westinghouse, inviting you to be with us again next week. Meanwhile, see the new Westinghouse console at your dealers, the one that brings you television, AM and FM radio, and a three-way record player. And stop in at your Westinghouse dealers to see the new Westinghouse refrigerator, too. It gives you so much at a modest price. And now until next week, good night. Portions of this program were brought to you by Mechanical Reproduction.